Hi, my name is Steve Houston. Again, welcome to the channel. I wanted to give kind of an update. I've been somewhat absent the last couple of weeks, and I figured that I'm getting a lot of calls and emails and text messages from many of you that are part of the channel, and I appreciate that. And I just want to say thank you. Title of this video is Final Expense: What We Do Matters, and unfortunately, the reason why I've been somewhat absent the last couple of weeks is. Then about a week and a half on Monday night, I got a call that my mom, and I've been going back and forth to visit my mom over the last several years, but certainly many more times in the past year than normal. And she had got pneumonia while being in an assisted living center in Florida, and so I boarded the next flight out and went down to be with her. And she passed away this past Thursday morning, and it was quite an emotional time. It was it is my last parent. My dad passed away many years ago, and it's the reason why I'm in this business. Is I understood the power of not having life insurance, and mom, he had a very small policy, but it really kind of derailed our family for many years financially, and didn't allow us kids to finish college. We had to come back home. No disrespect to my dad, it just wasn't something that we run into those customers all the time that have see little or no value. So, in what we're offering until it's too late. But mom was very similar to that, and in that she didn't really, her point was she didn't need life insurance. She really had nothing to give away or anything like that. All the kids were grown, and about 10 years or so ago, I did finally convince her to buy a final expense policy, and we had I've been paying on that policy for all since we put it in place. Probably been 12, 13 years now, and small whole life final expense policy. So my point of this video is, number one, to tell you where I'm at. I hope to get back on track tomorrow with a new video about critical period, which kind of goes along with this. My mom, like I said, had a small policy, didn't really have a home, so there was no mortgage section that needed to be taken care of. She was living in an assisted living center the last year or so. But in any case, with that small policy that we have, it's going to allow all the kids to fly in and be part of the memorial service, which many of them would not be able to do so if it wasn't for this fund, this policy that she set aside for the purpose of her burial. Even if it's small, we talk about it all the time. There's several ways to cover your mortgage: full, partial, critical period, or equity protection. And critical period and equity protection is something I'm going to cover tomorrow on Sunday. Sundays are our random day, but I'm going to use it as more of a training day, since I was out of the pocket the last 2 Wednesdays. Remember, we do a video on Wednesdays, we do a video on Sundays. Sunday's usually a random topic, but hope to get back on track. Anyways, my point is that we're able to do right by mom. I told my sister earlier today she'd want to have all the kids. I told my sister about, we were discussing the funeral arrangements, that mom would want all the kids to be there, and that would be her wishes. And so, we're going to use that money to get everybody to the memorial service, which is going to be in a couple of weeks. And the good news is that what she wished would happen happened, and that was have all our kids together at one time. We were able to be there in her final week on this earth, so that was great. And then we're going to come together for the memorial service. But again, it's something you can use in your, facts tell, stories sell. Those are the kind of stories that are real, that you can use in your sales calls. Is that even no matter what the amount of policy is, some coverage is better than no coverage, because without this policy, some people would not be able to attend the funeral. We're going to use the funds, like I said, to conduct the memorial service and the burial costs, as well as get some of the family there, hotels, all that stuff. So again, it doesn't matter the size of the policy. to really do what's right for a parent or whomever it is, spouse, for that matter. So many people trip over that. Well, that's not a whole lot of coverage. That's true. She didn't have a large policy, but it's enough to provide everything that she wanted in her death, and that was to have the kids there. So anyway, I'm kind of rambling on, but that was, I just want everybody to know that was why I was absent. I have not by any means lost commitment to the channel at all and to put up quality content. In fact, I really like to increase the amount of content that we can put up. I want it to be valuable. These little 2 and 3 minute videos maybe have some value for some, but I really like to teach concepts and help you in to create sales. And also make the right decision when it comes to the IMOs. And I'm going to do another video here probably this afternoon to talk about the IMOs as well. But really, I want to keep this video about final expense and what we do matters. Look, you and I go out every single day. We get objections all the time from whoever we're talking to, prospect or a lead, which is a family that has requested to hear from an agent, obviously. So it's a family that needs our protection. And we get pushback all the time because, life insurance is an emotional decision. People don't buy life insurance, they buy what life insurance does. And so that's why the stories are so important. You and I have to be able to tell the stories that have impact. And this is a story that, I've had stories about my dad most of my life, and also with my clients. Being in this business for 30 plus years, you see a lot of things. You experience a lot of things. All I'm saying is that even with all the pushback that you and I get on a day-to-day basis with people that don't see value in it or haven't yet had that emotional situation happen in their life that brought their mortality into question, they're not going to see value in it. That's why the stories are so important. You've got to bring them to the place where they can see themselves needing and using that type of a product. Because again, like I said, if you asked 1,000 people if they wanted to buy life insurance, 950 of them would say no, and the other 40 of them would be skeptical, and maybe 10 would buy. Right? Usually it's an emotional, event that's taken place in their lives that have brought them to the point of filling out the lead sheet and mailing it in. For example, like my situation this week, a parent passing away, a sibling passing away, good friend that really kind of checks their mortality and realize that, hey, I'm not going to live forever. Maybe we should look into this. So, that's what it's all about, right? It's about you and I being able to have those conversations, tell the stories, and bring them to the point where they can make a decision that's based on emotion, which is they want to take care of their family. Going back to what I said before, is people don't buy life insurance; they buy what life insurance does. Like I said, you could ask 1,000 if they wanted it, but most of them would say no. But if you ask those same 1,000 people, look, if something happened to you, Jack, and you didn't come home tomorrow because of a heart attack or a car wreck, would you want to have your family taken care of? Would you want them to lose the home? Would you want the kids to be able to go to college? And the answer would be yes most of the time, right? Well, that's buying what life insurance does, not what life insurance is. So anyway, I wanted to shoot a quick video out for you and kind of tell you where I've been. And thank you for being part of the channel and all the phone calls and emails and whatnot I've received over the last 10 days. It means a lot that we have a community out there, even though we haven't met face to face, that many of you care and also appreciate the videos that I put up there, and hopefully it makes some difference in your lives and your careers. All right, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Sorry to be in front of your TV here, or you're not TV, in front of your smartphone device, your computer, whatever it is, with some somewhat sad news, but hopefully you can use it to help your career. All right, bye-bye now.